Alright, back again. So we did further customizations in our previous script. So as you can see, the enemy croc, if you haven't followed yet, then this data PEA class, we customize it so it has now base damage, and this is the time before destruction that it should show. Second thing that we are now going to do is to so when this croc enemy will do damage on the allies, this rigid body explode will handle it. So first thing we will do is this was the code before any changes done, and here we simply copied this logic where we got the grandparent. However, if grandparent is null, that is, it doesn't have any grandparent game object. This means that it is not the this means it is not the if I can write it, yeah. So it is being written here that it is looking for allies and player alike. Only two things it will look for: allies and player. And since we don't want to look for enemies, so if collider has the enemy component on it, then it will not look for the data class, and then it will not pass out the base damage of the current class of the current component, and will simply pass out this. You will use this SetHealth function of the data class, and here we will pass it like this. Pretty simple here. So if you are following right now, now the enemy will be able to uh, reduce the health of the opponents, which are allies and player alike. And now simply we will go on to uh, this runner class again, and here we can set the values. So unit type 0 is fine, I suppose. For the player, this is the player, our main player component, and here we will, so how much damage will our main character do? We will set this to 2, and time before destruction is 0.3, and then it will call, then we need to write a function that will handle something like showing a level over screen or mission failed screen or something similar. And this is here for the data class. And now we will go on to li prefab, and if we go on to here, this is our li prefab. Again, it's important that li prefab mode should be like this, that is prefab mode in context, so the changes propagate to every level and every scene. And here you can see the changes, the things are already provided. So now if we go on to select enemy again, and we'll see, we see that everything seems fine. So now if we go here, and press tab to start, so the first thing that I notice is that the progress bar is not moving for either the player or the enemy. So if we go on to the references that I have provided, so this is the runner, and this is the data, and this is the player progress bar. This was the error that was giving inside enemy attack simple, and before this it wasn't registering any events. So if I see here what can be the issue. If we go on to the slider class, slider script here, and inside this slider everything seems fine, but so so in the next tutorial we will see what we can do about this.